What's up, everybody? This is T Dubs back again, never stopping, never quitting. And today I want to discuss my take on Super Saiyan transformations. What I want to discuss with that is in terms of how far I would go with the Super Saiyan transformations in the series and everything. If I was to have my hand on the series, I would not go beyond the regular Super Saiyan. And the reason being is because it is when they went into Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and all that, it kind of took away from the series for me because it was more so based off powering up and screaming, and yelling, and fighting and punching and kicking versus actual strategic and skill. It took away from what Dragon Ball originally started with the series and everything, because you remember back when Goku had to fight Piccolo and Master Roshi back in the tournaments, and he fought Tien in the tournament, and it also went as far as him fighting Mercenary Tao and Red Ribbon Army and everything. It was based off skill, it was based off technique, it was based off a lot of other things that came into play, and it also was able to involve Krillin and Yamcha and everyone else into the show, and that's why I would keep it at a regular Super Saiyan level, because they kind of fell into the background after the Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and all that. Then it was just based off Saiyans and everything. It was just based off Saiyans. But when the Frieza saga came, you still had Piccolo, you still had Krillin, Gohan, and everyone else was involved. And even in the Android arc, everyone else still had their chance to be involved. That's why I would leave it as regular Super Saiyan for the sake of the series. Now, we still get all the cool stuff in the series that happened in the Buu saga, such as Vegito and everything like that. I don't know. I would have to be a very creative soul to actually put that stuff in there. But I would still leave it as regular Super Saiyan. That way the other Z Fighters could still have a chance to compete and still have their own things to bring to the table. It gave the show more variety, and it made it more diverse, because you still had humans, you still had dynamics, you still had everyone else on somewhat level playing fields. Even when Goku turned into a Super Saiyan, the other Z Fighters were still able to be involved in their own way. That's why I wouldn't go past that, and it took them out of the fight, basically. A lot of them quit fighting. You see Krillin stop fighting and everything after the Cell saga and everything. Once Super Saiyan 2 was achieved by Gohan, I would have just had it to where I would have just had it to where that was another level of Super Saiyan as far as his potential being unlocked. I wouldn't even gave it a Super Saiyan 2. And that's just my take on it, because I don't think it should have been all that extra transformation type stuff, because that's just, to me, because I like skill and strategy, and that's what I fell in love with when I watched Dragon Ball. That's what I fell in love with. That's my whole reason for watching Dragon Ball in the first place. I enjoy that part. I enjoyed it from Dragon Ball when Goku fought Master Roshi, when Goku fought Mercenary Tao, when he learned different techniques. He had to learn different techniques to transform. We had to learn We had to learn different techniques to beat his enemies. He had to go and train and learn something else to actually defeat his enemy. I know they tried to do an homage in Dragon Ball Super when it came to him having to learn the Mafuba to seal Zamasu and everything. I know what they were trying to do, but that was poorly executed. But I'll go into details for that arc in another time. But the Super Saiyan transformation was one of my favorite. That's why I would leave it in personally, because I actually liked it when Goku got mad and turned to Super Saiyan and all that, and then it was already a legendary form, and I would have left it in because that's a supposed legendary transformation. So I would have left that for Goku, Vegeta. They would have all achieved the Super Saiyan transformation, but they would have had their own skill set with the Super Saiyan transformation. That's why I would have done it, and because I liked the whole idea of Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta being all Super Saiyans. And I also like Piccolo being, the Super Namek, the fused Namekian, because it still involved Piccolo. It still involved the rest of the Z Fighters. They were still able to get involved, and it just took away from the series. The Buu Saga, no one was able to get involved because everybody was on such a higher level. That no one else could compete. No one else. There were no more bad guys like during the Buu Saga. Buu was the only bad guy. There weren't any extra enemies and anything like that. There should have been more variety of bad guys for the rest of the Z Fighters to get involved, in my opinion. That way, it'll tell a better story. It'll tell a better. It would have told a better story. It would have allowed skill and strategy to be involved in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel about it. And if you like what I have to say about Super Saiyan and everything, if you like my video, be sure to comment, subscribe, rate my video, however you want to do it. And until next time, peace out.